Yes, quite right, Elijah. And we are looking forward to a very entertaining final, a closing of the 13th edition of the Rugby Super Series. And both teams qualified by merit, with having good wins in the previous 2 rounds. And looking today, we are thinking of who will have the upper hand in this Battle of the Cats. Remember, Lions have been here 6 times. Only won once, and Cheetahs have been here 5 times with 2 wins. Do you know, one of those finals has been between Lions and Cheetahs, and Cheetahs have had an upper hand in that finals. So today there's a lot to play for, a lot of history in it, and we're looking forward to a really fantastic close of this edition.
And we're going to start with the first coach, and that is Cheetahs coach, Coach Lawi. Coach Lawi, your team, welcome along to the set.
Thank you.
Quite imposing over here for us. We're quite short, but all in all, your team has been good on the pitch also. They have been imposing. They've been putting in the hard work, getting in the results. And you're here now in the finals. First of all, how does it feel?
It's been amazing. I think from match day 1, match day 2, match day 3, 2 wins, 1 loss, Kakamega last weekend. I think it's a testament to what we worked hard, and we deserve to be here.
It talks. You only got 1 loss, and that loss is because you had made several changes.
11.
It talks about the strength of your team.
Yep. We have a depth in our squad. So we started early in terms of preparation, and we wanted to give everyone a chance, and they did. Yeah.
How has been the preparation building up to this final?
I think it started slow. I think from the loss in Kakamega, the morale was down. We had to build momentum going on, and eventually by Thursday it was good, and the boys look okay, and we are good to compete now.
Okay. Yeah. Your last match against Lions was a close one, 2-point margin. You emerged winners, of course. Any tactical changes, anything you worked on coming from that match?
Lions is a very formidable side, well equipped, well coached. We've done our homework. We know what we did wrong, almost losing it in the final minute of the game. We've done our homework. Then our set pieces is the key area for us. Our defense was pathetic towards the end, but I think those are areas that we've gone and have a relook and sorted now. I think we believe we are ready and ready to play with this game.
Okay. Yeah. Talking about the set pieces, last week we saw how Lawrence was very vital for his team. How important will it be that for your team you get the kicking absolutely spot on?
Yeah, we worked on it. So I think last weekend we lacked the services of Quinto Ongo. He's our main, is our #1 kicker. We have Nani's back on training well. David Abukuse from the National Sevens. So I think it's a good side today. I think we believe from all our fronts we are ready and ready to play this formidable Lions side.
All right, coach. All the best. Hopefully your team emerges victorious.
Thank you.
Well, that is Coach Lawrence, quite upbeat, very confident that his team can take the win. But we do have Oliver Mangeni here, and Oliver is also looking quite good with his team. Last week they managed to get an important win back in Kakamega. Coach, first of all, how are you feeling today?
We're good. The team is doing well. I think, given how we've trained this week, we are ready for this. Yeah.
Quite a few changes in your starting lineup. Talk us through the changes, especially bringing in Emmanuel Silungi at lock.
Yeah, the reason I brought in Emmanuel Silungi, you remember in Kakamega when he came on, he stabilized our set pieces, especially the scrums, and we're looking to use him. We're going direct in this match. We have a very strong pack of forwards that are going to take us through and give us the cup.
You have stuck with Levi Amunga at number 10. Yeah. What does that point to towards your tactics today?
Yeah, so Levi is such a decent player. He knows how to read defense, any defense. His kicks are good. He kicks us into the final, if you remember last week. So we're looking to use his prowess.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Hopefully you'll match victorious. And now let's cross over to commentary with Coach Paul Odera. Hopefully we're going to see a nail-biting encounter right here. Over to you, Coach Paul Odera.
Thank you, Elijah and Elijah Squared. And we are in for a fantastic afternoon of rugby. 10 years since this tournament was last played. Obaye coming into your shot there, really built for the position of back row. He is going to be crucial for the Cheetahs in this match. It's at a fantastic tournament, and as we look at the Lions lineup, It's got class oozing right through this bit with Kenya Simba's internationals and Simba's wider squad internationals here as well. But Obat Kukiat, number 8, has had a brilliant tournament so far. Constant Cap in the middle and Dandre Kioko helping on the outside. A few last-minute adjustments to the sound equipment. But the best match official we've had so far in Kenya, and it will be interesting to see how he goes. This is the Cheetahs lineup. Samson Omsomu still going strong at number 9. But that front row of Orembe, Mboya and Mackenzie have been very effective in the set piece and against a very strong Lions outfit. They'll have their work cut out for them. President Chairman of the Kenya Rugby Union, Sasha Mutai, who stuck his neck out and said that this event would happen. Mukabane, who is the director in charge of the national teams behind him. Agre Chabeda, chairman of the Rugby Super Series event behind him. Fred Besie of Kenya Commercial Bank, as well part of the dignitaries. The crowd is warming up very nicely indeed. Yes, thumbs up, and I think the Menengai Cream Cheetahs will be looking to see if they can go one better and win this event. Obayo's one the captain with the co-captains as well. It's come through the ranks of the Kenya under-20s and Kenya under-19 side. Part of the Nondi's mini rugby program, who had their rugby early on in the morning, and they've come to see the highest level of representative rugby in senior men's rugby to be played. Will be very crucial to see how Quinton Ongo, who's just shaking hands with the chairman there, gets on, because his consistency in exiting for the Cheetahs has been something that is really important for the Cheetahs. Ibrahim Ayo with the distinctive dreadlocks was part of the team to represent Kenya in the Kenya under-19 event in Brazil. Boys from Alliance High School who made their way here to come and see these gladiators of Super Series Rugby. And we are going to have a few minutes. And I think we are almost set to go. Big Jeff, top conditioning coach for the national team, the women's end, as well as Mwamba. And I think we are all set to go in just a few minutes, both teams with the last preparations. Toili, I guess I speak for both of us. What an exciting day to see the Super Series come back. We both played in the first ever one. And then to see these young men now have a platform where they can show what they can do, I think is very exciting.
It is Paul Odera, and really looking forward to a very perfect evening. 204 all the way to this time, so many years down the line, and it's good to see the Rugby Super Series back on track. Remember, of course, this is the pathway for all players into the Simba 15s, and it is good to see for ourselves, those who are putting their hands up.
Yes, and the Cheetahs, I know your heart is with the Lions, Toili, I know, but I think these teams are evenly balanced looking at how they've come through the last 3 weeks.
Oh yes, they have played some of the best rugby's we've seen over the last 3 weekends, and especially Cheetahs starting out as favorites. The log table doesn't really speak to the same. You know, KCB Lions comes to the finals being top of the log, courtesy of the points difference that they had and the bonus points. But Cheetahs really well balanced, and their back line needs to fire from all cylinders. Lions will take the direct approach. A good game for us.
Yes, indeed. Dr. Olib Abdallah and referee Consul Cap blows his whistle. We're underway for the first final in the Super Series in over 10 years. Being played, early mistake And it is an error, perhaps a sign of nerves from the Lions there. They didn't take that very cleanly, gifting Cheetahs with a fantastic attacking position in the first 30 seconds of the match. Samson Osomu still going strong after all these years, and he is playing some good rugby. I think he was in the man of the match, the team of the week, I think on 2 separate occasions over the last 3 weeks.
Yes, indeed.
So what will the decision be? I think Cheetahs have chosen to go for the points early in this game. It is finals rugby to really, and here you have to take the points that are available.
Yes, pragmatic approach. Get the scoreboard ticking and look to build the lead in such a way that, like what we saw over the last weekend down at the Bull Ring, when you accumulate those points, it becomes a mountain very shortly for the opponents.
Yes, Quinton Ongo has been very accurate with his kicks. Let's see, there's no hint of wind at all. Ground is in much better shape than first week. Let's see how he goes with his first kick. I pulled it to the left. Didn't strike it extremely well.
No, he didn't. He was missed by the Cheetahs over the last weekend, but he's back with his boots, and they will depend on him and count on him so that they can be able to win this particular fixture and be crowned winners for this edition. Quinto Ongo deceives in the way he plays, but he's a very fantastic player, especially countering from the back.
Leve Amunga puts it high on the halfway line, well taken by Elkins Musonye. Wrapped up very quickly. Samson Musonye, Beldado Geta. That strength and power that is also familiar. Concert Cup says side entry in there. But if the Lions do not watch Beldad, they are going to perhaps pay the price for that, because his strength and speed is something that's always an asset.
Yes, and you know, Felix Odhiambo being penalized there from coming in from the side of the rack, and that really cost them, and they turn over possession to KCB Bank Lions. Cheetahs back rows quite an interesting lot. They do most of the hard work in this back line.
Clean take by the trouble. That is trouble. That is trouble. I think
Emmanuel
Zodur is going to find himself in the sin bin. It is a yellow card for Given Zodur. Or Emmanuel Boya, indeed. And that is a huge loss for the Cheetahs. Emmanuel Boya, who's not only been crucial in throwing the line out, but has been in the team of the tournament for week 2 and week 3. So Cheetahs down to 14 men. Can the Lions take advantage of this extra man that they have for the next 10 minutes?
That was a rush of blood from Emmanuel Mboya. Really, is going to be missed for the next 10 minutes.
It happens.
Last weekend he had a very fantastic try, picking up a loose ball from half pitch and racing all the way. So you can see he has a lot to offer.
No contest, very good tactics from the Cheetahs. They stood off. They are very aware of the power of this Lions forward pack. Bob Mohati going through 2 tackles. They'll be using him a lot to take play up. Willite Musisi. Building nicely at the Lions now. Still that power play. Just got away with that. I thought the referee was about to blow. Oh, this is trouble for the Cheetahs. Will Amunga go for the drop kick? Wobbly old kick. And that did not go over. Not too sure about that tactic, Toili. They looked like they were building momentum and they were making meters with every collision. I think perhaps it would have been better served keeping the ball in hand.
Yes, they have the extra numbers with the yellow card of Emmanuel Mboya. I think that was a rushed play. They should have taken their time, built it up properly because they were in the red zone. And you should always make it count when you get yourself in that zone.
So that's a lucky break for the Cheetahs. Can they exit? Fantastic contest in there. Referee says play on. Well done by the Cheetahs. Samson Onsomu, if there's one person he needed at the back of that scrum with all the experience he has, is Onsomu. Very good play by Quinton Ongo. Still the Cheetahs. Long skip pass. Beldado get again, breaks one tackle. Bumps off Bob Mohati. That is no mean feat to bump off about 110 kilos of pure muscle. Still the Cheetahs come on. And someone perhaps is going to put a kick to gain some territory. It's to Esonga. They'll get a chasing, but not very convincingly. Lebe Munga took that well. This could be trouble for the Cheetahs. Somu caught. Referee says play out. Time seemed to have stopped.
Yes, and it appeared that Clinton Juma was at offside at that first play, but the ref says plays on.
Yeah, the ref's word is final. He says play on, you play on. Lovely contest from both. I think perhaps we need to watch Dennis Abukusa a bit closer. Seems to have taken a knock. The Lions building now again. Levia Munga with that speed. Bob Mohati. Complete mismatch with Samson Onsomu. But Beldado Geta comes in and rips the ball out and knocked forward. Very brave play from Samson Onsomu.
Yes, indeed. Getting Bob Mohati, 110 kgs coming at you. No space to hide. But the general putting a collision that cost Mohati to knock on the ball.
Yeah, so that's that contest in there. The Bukusi seems to have taken a knock when he hit the ground.
Most of the time the refs will give you an indication of how they ref, and in the current airborne collisions, he has said play on, good contest from both sides.
Yes, indeed. It looks like there's a substitution on because Mboya was sent to the sin bin. The Cheetahs have to replace a front row player. So Elkin Lusonye goes off.
Kevin Kiget comes in.
Kevin Kiget comes in. Doesn't look like a bad substitution for the Cheetahs. Well built for the position is Kiget.
Yeah, in most times if you're attacking and you have a 7-man scrum, all you need to do is a fast ball. So they have to opt for the faster route out of this scrum down.
Channel 1 out. And so I think we'll look to get this ball out as quickly as possible because that power from the Lions, well, they've held really well.
Impressive.
Into the centers. Perhaps Bob Mwati, for all his size, maybe is perhaps not the strongest of tacklers. By sent back 2 or 3 meters. I think Cheetahs are setting up to exit yet again. Basonga straight up in there. Has that stayed in? No, it hasn't. I think that should be taken back. I think his foot was already out.
Yes, indeed it was. So I think
that's not the
interpretation there. Yes, the interpretation there was a bit.
That should have been straight out.
It should have been.
But we play on. It is a Cheetahs ball. Lovely line out. Good timing. They come through the center again. Trying to tie up this Lions defense. Going the same side, one off runners, but they are making ground. Oh, lovely show and go. Well read by the Lions defense.
That was a big hit. The under 20 Philip Okeo trying to go for the gap. It happened to be a pseudo gap.
He's not the biggest of players, but very powerful is Okeo.
Yes, indeed.
So a good attacking position now for the Cheetahs. 10 minutes gone in this final of the 2024 Rugby Super Series. It's still Lions 0, Cheetahs 0. Cheetahs in the red and white strip, the Lions in green and black. The Cheetahs are down to 14 men with that yellow card to their hooker Boya. But it looks like the Cheetahs are holding their own very well with 14 men.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you walk away.
Elkins Musonye is out because they had to take out a front row. It's not that he's got the yellow card. Very good throw. Is that sack legal? Referee is not happy with it. Advantage, free play for the Cheetahs. Referee is playing advantage. A lot of this play is way behind the game. And Abukuse. Referee is going back for the penalty at the line out.
Cheetahs holding their own here with 14 players, putting KCB Bank Lions under intense pressure.
But that's the advantage of having someone like Samson Onsomu playing at scrum half, because he understands very clearly that how they need to play the game at the moment with 14 men is to be a bit more conservative, to slow it down. And with that, they're in a very good attacking position. Oliver Mageni, the Lions coach, played in this Super Series a few years ago, played for the Kenya Simbas as well, and then now looking to see if he can develop his coaching experience. Cheetah scrum held their own the last time. Can they do it again? Far the Cheetahs have taken the ball out a lot quicker than that, but it seems they're confident of their scrummaging ability.
Indeed, there.
Good take by the Lions. Immediately under pressure, the Cheetahs. And that's the power coming through. Obaye. Still the Cheetahs come. Good defense by the Lions. That's a good change of attacking line by the Cheetahs. Still coming through is Kiget. Still the Cheetahs coming, but you can see their strategies. They try and get Beldad or Geta into a one-on-one situation, because most times he is able to break the first tackle.
Yeah, Bukuse and Beldad getting themselves on the one side of the wing here, trying to expose Lions' defense.
Strange pass by Onsomu. I think they've lost a bit of their structure, the Cheetahs, because they've lost about 5 meters.
They do this and then they pounce on you while you're still thinking that it's a slow game, and that's how they've played the whole tournament.
Quinton Ongo with an injection now of pace coming in, just as what you said to Eli. Still, it's just one-off runners. They make it very easy for the Lions to defend. And as long as they just have the first receiver taking the ball in, it will be easy for the Lions to deal with any attack.
They're playing with the consideration of being 14 and also trying to get a penalty any place here. Earns them 3 points while they're 14 men down.
Comes back. I think perhaps they can just shift slightly that point of attack by making just one pass off that first pass from the breakdown. Because otherwise at the moment, easy pickings.
And there it is. That's what they are playing for. Cheetahs have got the most, number of faces in a game, 5+ faces. They have the ability to retain ball in contact. They have the ability to secure their racks, and they have the most number of face plays in this tournament. And it shows there as they wore down the KCB Bank Lions defense. All they were looking for was one player to be indisciplined enough, to be tempted enough to go for the ball in those racks.
Yeah.
And you would think 3 points at this stage of the game with 14 men.
That's
better outcome?
Good returns.
Yeah.
Those are good returns for the first 14 minutes. Okay, but I think they're just guilty of perhaps not being patient enough in that defense. This should be easy 3 points. But sometimes kicking a rugby ball is easier said than done.
The
it is. The first points of the final go to the Cheetahs, and it's Quinton Ongo with a penalty. Kiget is back on the bench now that Boy has served his 10 minutes in the naughty chair.
Psychological boost there for Menengai Cream Cheetahs, and it's something for KCB Bank Lions to think about, conceding points when you're 15 men up, also not being able to shove at those scrums when there were 7 against 8. A lot of thinking there for the forwards.
Indeed, or perhaps it's just a very good technique of the Cheetahs forward pack. Well, time will tell. Good pressure by the Lions. And that's an excellent exit. That was passed into the 22. Spoke too soon. That bounced on the line. So now, a good attacking position for the Lions after 16 minutes. They quite haven't got into this game. They've not got into their rhythm yet. Like Musisi.
No, they haven't, and given Zodor, this line-out is very important for them to give them a platform to attack.
Nicely
the
taken by
Cheetahs 22.
This is so typical for the Lions, isn't it, Toyi?
This was always going to be their game plan.
They're driving ball, use the power of their forwards. Then to Bob Mwati. This time he spreads a pass. This could be danger. Well done, Quinton Ongo. He spotted the danger and closed the space down so quickly.
There was a delay in the pass from Bob Muhati to his flyer, and it gave Quinton Ongo enough time to rush the attacker there. And of course, under such pressure, chances of that is
biting his nails.
Keep the distance. Okay. Crouch.
Scrum here for the Cheetahs. Good take by the Lions, putting the Cheetahs under pressure now. Can they translate this to power moving forward? All right, so the Cheetahs will recover.
the ref penalizing the Cheetahs front row.
It looked like the Cheetahs were the ones who were about to start dominating, but the referee says it was not legally done so.
Yeah, the knee went to ground there from the front rows of Cheetahs, giving KCB Bank Lions the opportunity to even the scores here.
Let's see Levia Munga with this attempt. He's right at the top of the point scorers chart, so I think with this kick he'll probably go ahead of his teammate Namusasi. Face of concentration is Munga. Struck it well. Pulled that to the left as well. Yeah. So not the best of kicking displays from both teams.
Indeed, and both of them, they were chosen for this particular aspect, the ability to convert the points from the penalties. But nonetheless, they're in a good territory. If they can pin down Cheetahs in their half, they should be able to get some returns for their efforts here.
Levia Munga with a take just on the 10-meter line of the Cheetahs. The Lions need something to spark their attack into life. Willite Musisi. Oh, it comes quickly. This could be trouble. Still coming through his Obat. Lions are now playing at pace and building some momentum. Silungi at the back, Muhati brushes off Elkins Busonye. And the Lions are now playing with some fluidity. Cheetahs need to do something to stem this wave after wave of attack by the Lions. Silungi This time he carries forward. If the ball comes quickly, there could be trouble here for the Cheetahs. The Lions still going forward. And that was a forward pass. Referee was playing advantage for the forward pass. Much better play by the Lions.
Yes, and that's down to Emmanuel Opondo. Yeah, if you look at his distribution from the base of the rack, those are very fast racks that he's generating there. Quick, clean ball for his team to attack with, getting Cheetahs' defensive line offside, and they should get rewarded for this first place that they've had here. It's down to Levy.
Yeah, with the momentum that the Lions had in that attack, perhaps they could have gone for the line out. And they do have a good line out, and with the power that they have, maybe 5 meters from the line, but I guess they want to bring some parity to the scores, and with 20 minutes gone, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Indeed, being a final, you wouldn't want your opponent to get much over you. And that is converted for an even score of 3-3 right at the middle of the first half.
It is Menengai Cheetahs 3 and the Lions 3. Charles Ominde, the team manager, was a former flyer himself as well for the Kenya Simbas, conversing with Lai Buyachi, who's coaching the Cheetahs team. 3-3. I think the scores on your screen there will reflect that in just a few minutes. And the Cheetahs deep. A beautiful kick by Amunga. Quintonongo to Beldad Ogeta. He only knows one route, straight on. And it's through. Still going is Beldad Ogeta, looking for support. Taking play into the Lions 22. Quintonongo. Retain possession well. Still the Cheetahs bring it. Lovely pass. Oh, knocked one off. Tyson Maina with that power, still all the danger. Mackenzie. And Somzu brings it back. I just needed some patience from the Cheetahs in that attack.
Yes, and Samson Onsomu from the base of the rack outside KCB Bank's Live 22, initiating the game to go towards the left where they had numbers, and it set off his center Tyson Maina on the wing. What a strong carry, bumping off one defender, but sadly coming unstuck.
And time off for Elkins Musonye to put on his boots. And the danger that Beldad Ogeta poses in a broken play, evident yet again. Gained 15 to 20 meters there with sheer power and some pace as well. And I think that is something that...
He has been a strong ball carrier throughout the tournament. He has the most number of breaks from the back lines in this tournament. And if you do not get him down with your first tackle, then everything breaks loose from that point.
Very true, really. So the Lions now need to make sure they clear their lines. This very competent Cheetahs scrummaging unit trying to put pressure on the Lions. Bob Muhati, always the go-to man in situations like that. And again, you wonder what wisdom there is with the Cheetahs committing a penalty in that part of the field. I mean, the only thing the Lions were going to do is exit. And that would have been their ball, maybe 20 or 15 meters away from the Lions.
I think they couldn't resist the lure of, Bob Muhati by himself with only one man in the rack, but they were guilty there of overstretching, using their hands. And that causes an easy exit for Lions, retaining possession from the line out. And, those are some of the things that you wish your players can be able to read quite early.
And finals rugby is about pressure. And that act by the Cheetahs defense just gets the Lions off the hook. although they've made a bit of a mess of that line out. Still the Lions bring the ball forward. They're still stuck in their 22. Cheetahs just have to be patient and make sure that they exit. They'll get the ball back. Good kick by Levi Amunga. Now Minga is clearly not happy about something.
I think he's contesting the call, saying that the ball was passed back in before it was kicked by Levi. But the constant cap was there.
Yeah, I think he's concerned about Felix Odhiambo leaving the line out illegally. So he's had a word with him. I think if Felix Odhiambo does it again, the Lions will be penalized. Nice throw. Osonga. Obaye. Straight. They've got numbers. If their ball can go to hand, this could be trouble. Indeed it is. Abukuse. Well worked by the Cheetahs. Pre-planned training move there on working the space on the outside. Slow ball coming back to them. If quick ball can come here, they've got numbers. Indeed they do. Strange decision by Osonga to Odhiambo, who doesn't need any second invitation to carry the ball up.
Okay, you roll away.
Found some grass. Abukuse.
You have to watch him here. Attracts two defenders and offloads.
Maina.
Still inside, still inside.
Play just inside the Lions half.
Tackle!
Cheetahs very patient, very measured in the attack.
That's a green player.
Good tactic by Onsomo, but the chase isn't very good. That is sliced off the boot. What a kick. That's taken play just outside the Cheetahs 22. And that is what you need in a final. Big plays like that to get you out of your territory and off pressure.
Indeed. Always good for a team when you're able to exit, when you're able to relieve pressure. And in this case, the Lions just being able to get into Cheetahs' half. Both teams have been quite good in retaining their lineouts. No turnovers so far.
You spoke too soon, Toili.
Commentators
But they got it back. Commentators cuts. It's been a strange sort of final because no team has really been able to get any ascendancy, because either there's an enforced error or an error by any of the teams. And so looking to exit himself.
Use it.
Nice high box kick.
Gone back by Red, play on.
Good contest by Bukuse. Now the Cheetahs come through.
Okay, play on.
Numbers to burn. Maina to burn the Dogata.
The referee calls it forward pass. There's a suspicion of forward pass there. It looked a bit flat.
Bluefield smile by Belga Dogata. Let's see.
That pass over there.
Yeah, that was forward.
Traveled forward. The fact that, you know, Beldan had to reach forward with his arms convinced the referee enough that it was a forward.
Indeed, that was a forward pass. Scrum to the Lions. Just coming to almost the last 10 minutes of this first half of the 2024 Rugby Super Series Finals. Cheetahs with a good take. Again, these scrums have been really good.
Yes,
from both teams.
Exactly.
Mohati chooses to go by himself. Walks through Tyson.
There are no numbers on that side.
Amunga puts the ball high. The chase needs to be good. Felix Odhiambo chased well. And there's no offside. And now that is Definitely offside.
No charge down there.
Yes.
Some wanted to take a quick one.
Over here. There's no charge down.
Former chairman of the Kenya Rugby Union, Odur Gangla, enjoying the rugby with former head of KRSS, Karimi.
Indeed. First finals in many years. If you've been in the game long enough, this should bring a smile to your faces that you're able to come and see the best 100 players fighting it out over the last 4 weekends.
Indeed. Quinton Ongo pulled his last kick, but that was on the left side of the field. Perhaps this could be better for him. If he comes across it, it won't work. Just needs to keep his head down and follow through. Struck it well. Beautiful kick. That seems to be better side for him to kick because he comes across the ball. And the fans there love the kick just like everyone else. Well, if you're a Lions fan, definitely you didn't like that kick. So it is the Cheetahs 6, Lions 3 into the last 10 minutes of the first half.
A closely fought match, just as we expected.
It was always going to be close in KG. Abdul Tolib.
And out. Green ball.
Takes play up to the 10-meter line.
Both teams are a bit comfortable with their set pieces, line outs, scrum downs.
On the line.
The difference comes in the first play, the set pieces around the racks, how fast you get your ball out or how you control the game. And so far, I think Menengai Green Cheetahs being able to have an upper hand in the contest.
Advantage.
And well done by the Cheetahs contesting that ball.
Back foot, Green.
Clinton.
Stay on your feet, right?
Good power.
Roll away, Green. Advantage over.
It looks like
Roll away, right.
came down very low. Silungi. Cheetahs calling for reinforcements on the outside. Musisi met full on with Obaye. The Cheetahs defense has regrouped well. Obat
Advantage.
left the ball.
Knock on here.
That was a bit comic. Was it a kick? What was the intention before the ball hit the deck?
He doesn't look like a happy man. I think his team haven't played up to their potential at the Lions. Oliver Mangini there in your picture.
Just be completely.
Yeah, they've had a good test of territory. They have not really converted it, as we even see the Michael Wamalwa there got up into two minds whether to chip and chase or whether to go around his defender.
Quick. He's still really young. I think he was playing in the under-20s last year.
Yes, he was. Yes, he
for
was.
Chipu, the Junior World Rugby Trophy. But sometimes, in a final, when you're a young player like that without the experience,
We're going before the game. We're going to take it slow so that you can keep the gap. Okay?
yeah, I'll tell referee Cap, it's easy when you talk to front rows before the game. Once the game starts, it all goes out of the window.
It's not called a combustion chamber for nothing.
No. Boiler room.
Boiler room, yes.
Cheetah scrum still holds. Abukuse steps on the inside, breaks one tackle. Still going. Good ball retention. Clinton
Numbers to
comes
the
through.
right.
Musonye.
Numbers
Quick ball
to the
needed
right.
now for the Cheetahs. Indeed, quick. Quinton Ongo hit that line really hard. Clinton Juma straight into Mohati. Okay.
Survive. Back foot, Green.
Abu Twalib now at scrum half. Musonye done really well to get himself in shape, shed a few kilos to make himself more mobile.
Roll away. One side.
Obaye need something to inject some pace into the attack now, the Cheetahs.
Tackle.
The Lions seem to have stemmed that attack successfully.
Yeah, the
Obaye, the go-to man.
Defense.
No arms in the tackle.
No arms in the
Green,
tackle.
take advantage, red.
Advantage to the Cheetahs. This is a free play. What can they do from here? Jumo with offload.
No arms in the tackle.
Definitely can be legal. The tackle just on the 22-meter line. 5 minutes to go. Yeah, immediately pointing to the post. Obaye, and it's been a tough battle in there, but the Cheetahs forwards are holding their own.
Yes, indeed, and it goes down. This late in the first half, we can already see the intention of the Cheetahs and their game plan. It's very simple. Hold the ball as long as possible and wait for a mistake from the KCB Bank Lions defense, and then get your 3 points. At the end of the day, it's about winning, and so far it's working for them.
Indeed. Quinton Ongo pulled his last kick from this side of the field. He just seems to go through the ball and not come across it too much. And this time he overcompensated because he was scared of pulling it to the left, and now he's just sliced it.
It's a strange one for right-footed kickers. When you're on the left side of the pitch, it should be far much easier. But his kicks have gone in from his, further towards the right side of the pitch, which is harder for right-footed kickers.
That fan definitely thought that kick also wasn't the best. Clinton Juma did well. Ongo is everywhere, all action. Still, it's the Cheetahs who have the lead and a territorial advantage as well. Samson Onsomu, will he be able to last 80 minutes? But you never know. But with the work that he's doing, he's just keeping things exactly where they need to be.
Yes, playing at his pace. If you see the way he controls those scrums, those set pieces at the racks, he knows what he's doing to last the 80 minutes.
When you're heading to 40, I think you need to play at your pace. Silungi. And again, that is costing the Lions this indecision that they have. The maul is an area of strength for them. And the Cheetahs are playing them at their game. In fact, because at times the Cheetahs are contesting, then there are times when they come in and put pressure on the ball, then there are times similar to what just happened, is they stand off and they don't contest that ball. And that's keeping the Lions guessing. Exactly. It seems they are not able to deal with it.
Exactly. Throwing them off balance when they plan to get in and shove. Cheetahs refuse to engage. And then it's a moment of indecision for all the forwards, for the Lions.
Lions just need to play and go.
Yeah, taking it ahead. Just took it behind.
They call for another scrum.
So far, no turnovers in the racks. KCB Bank Lions missing out on the services of Felix Ojo, is starting from the bench, one of the best poachers in the game.
Nice and high from Amunga. Abu Talib waits. Silungi takes. Ongo coming in with support. Good tactic by the Lions, because that's put them in a much better position. And it's now up to the Cheetahs to get out of their half.
Back foot. Use it, Red.
Abukuse chasing hard.
And he's ahead of kicker. And he's been warned
He was called by the referee and they asked him to stop.
Scrum there. Captain, what do you want? Penalty here or scrum there? Okay.
Taking a scrum. But he didn't need to go that early.
Yeah, he didn't. The ball was, airborne for long enough. There was enough time for him to get there. And he should have just timed his run better.
Enough.
Yeah, he is ceding possession just cheaply there to the Lions.
Okay, I told you that you are ahead of the kicker. Don't go and try to put him under unnecessary pressure. If you have a problem, talk to your captain, come to me. Okay, otherwise, they're going to have a penalty against you. Okay? So, we have penalty
That is
there.
not a happy referee,
Back
but he's right, because Abukuse went to the assistant referee to give his point, which is completely out of order, and he's lucky actually to still be on the field.
Very
Other
true.
referees would have been a bit stricter, probably have given him a yellow card. There's no place for the game of rugby for dissent.
Yes.
Having a go at match officials.
Match officials have a really tough time. Respect for them is
It's paramount.
Exactly.
I think Abukuse is a bit disappointed in himself because he didn't need to overrun that kick.
Exactly.
So he took out his frustration on the assistant referee.
Duncan Kioko, assistant referee there, running that touch.
Will they bring in Bob Moati here? It was the decoy. Didn't quite work out for them.
No advantage gain. Scrum here.
I've watched this over the last 3 weekends. KCB Bank Lions, whenever they try a set play in the back line, it has never really materialized. Last weekend, it cost them 5 points.
Yeah. And time is off.
Last play.
This is the last play of the half. We are past the 40 minutes as Tyson Maina gets some attention. I think when he went to try and kick that ball through. So if you're the Cheetahs here, I think perhaps you maybe just get the ball, kick it out and regroup and come in for the second half.
Whatever the decision they take, they must be able to kill off the game.
Indeed, that was naughty by Wamalwa. So that's how Tyson got injured. He tried to grab his foot. And part of the crowd who've come in. It's quite a decent crowd.
It is.
Really,
it is.
Come in to watch.
Really encouraging for a 15th game.
Of his foot or his toes. How do you strap toes when they're in boots?
Time on. Last play, gentlemen.
The underfoot is quite okay this evening. And you're thinking, what will the extra strapping be for?
I wonder what the Cheetahs will do here. Do they just get the ball back, kick it out,
Crouch.
and come in for the second half? Or do they try and get some extra points?
I would say they have a very enterprising back line. I wouldn't be surprised if they try running it from here.
Knowing Onsomo will just ask for it to be kicked out.
Yeah.
I told you. And that is the last play of the first half. Some very happy Cheetahs fans there as the Cheetahs run out. It is Menengai Cheetahs 6, KCB Lions 3, Quinton Ongo with the 6 points and Levia Munga with the 3 points for the KCB Lions. The Lions have their work cut out in the second half in a very finely poised final of the Rugby Super Series. And welcome back to the second half of the 2024 Super Series final. It is the Cheetahs versus the Lions, Menengai Cream Cheetahs versus the KCB Lions. Cheetahs in red and white are leading by 6 points to 3. And the crowd perhaps looking to see if they can get a bit more action here as the teams look to see who's going to be the champion after almost 10 years of the absence of this tournament. Obaye, who's been battling right through. The fans are making their own fun and also amused with perhaps some of the play in the first half. But let's see what the second half holds. It is finely poised.
Yes, it was a tentative first half. Both teams really trying to keep it within themselves. We didn't see any enterprising play that we were expecting, but it is a match game. It's a championship game, so it is expected. But we'll look to see more teams taking more risk in the second half as they try to do so.
And Constant Cup starts the second half. 40 minutes to see who will be champions of the Super Series in 2024. Abu Kuse carries strongly. Mackenzie. So calling for more reinforcements to see if Cheetahs can exit.
Okay, use it, Red.
Silungi looking to put pressure. Nicely done, immediately swallowed by Musonye and Maina. Mohati playing at scrum half. Lovely step. Numbers, if they can take the ball through the hands. Amunga with a show and go. Now Odhiambo. Lovely offload. Still the Lions come. Desperate tackle.
Going back. Play on.
Abu Kuse picks. And that's been the story of the Lions in this game, but they still retain possession somehow. Taken quickly.
That's a try.
Oh, and indeed it is! Over! First try of the final by Givens Oduor of the Lions. Quick thinking by Emmanuel Opondo. And they really needed that.
Emmanuel Opondo has been very quick off set pieces. I think he's trying to catch the Cheetahs offside, and in this case he had them offside, giving Givens Oduor enough time to attack the whitewash.
Just what the doctor ordered from the Lions' perspective. Oliver Mangeni will be very happy indeed. KCB Lions striking first within the first minute of the second half. It's the Lions in the lead now by 8 points to 6.
That was a quick start to the second half.
Well, Toili, I'm not sure
40 seconds.
The Cheetahs know quite what hit them with such a quick start. And Levi Amunga kicks the conversion. Quick thinking by Opondo. And Givens Oduor needed no second invitation to go over. Look at the passion on his face. So,
Okay, when you're ready.
kickoff by Abdul Talib Wesonga. Lovely take. It is Alkins Busonja and it's the Cheetahs. Would you believe it? Emmanuel Boyer. They're hitting back straight away. Lions seem to be complaining. They think that there was a knock-on that kickoff. And no try.
Constant Cup calling it back. From that, there was an initial infringement. Seems like a knock-on. Yes.
At kickoff. Now this game has really come to life. After an eventful first half, both teams have come out firing. And it is the Lions leading by 10 points to 6. The score is 10 points to 6.
Throw it out, throw it out.
Okay. So it's a scrum to the Lions. Barely had time to catch our breaths. What a start to this second half. Cheetahs almost getting a score to put themselves back in the lead almost immediately from that kickoff.
Yeah, they had to fire back, didn't they? They had to, because at this point in the game, you don't want any lead being built that you cannot chase down. But it's a good start, and as we said, that both teams will look to take more risk now.
Yes, indeed. Referee is not happy with the setup.
Okay, let's go again.
Have to do that again. Sometimes people think the referees are being a bit pedantic, but it's all about safety. And it's about player welfare. And when you've got
But you can't grab the shots,
two packs of massive human beings of about 800 kilos each, you've got to make sure that you get the safety right.
Yes,
So
and it starts at the front row. You can imagine how much pressure is being generated from the back row through the logs to the front row.
Referee had warned the Lions.
Started here, taking it up, bringing it down. Cranking.
Celebrating that penalty. So what do the Cheetahs do from here? Do they try and get 3 points and close the lead to 1, or do they go for the line out?
A lot of discussions going on there, and it seems like they are going to attempt for the 3 points. No.
Well,
yes.
It is post as well. But this seems a better side for Quinton and his style of kicking.
Again, on the match day, things can just go a different direction. And for a right-footed kicker, he's nailing them from this side, so why not? And it will bring the game down to a one-pointer. So just keeping in touch on the scoreboard is very important.
Indeed it is, Toili. Let's see what Ongo can do. This kick. Power will not be the problem. It's just the accuracy. Last look at the posts. Didn't strike it very well. This 22-meter topper. Didn't strike it well at all.
Not at all. It went below the bar. And I mean, he must be wondering what's happening with him today.
Nerves do that sometimes, really. Nerves do that.
He has been their mainstay. He has always kept the scoreboard ticking, but he's struggling a bit this afternoon.
That's an error by Amunga.
Scrum down, kick again.
Kicking it straight out. So they have an option of a scrum or kick again. Cheetahs choose a scrum right in the center. I think Oliver Magedi is slowly learning that coaching has many pressures to it. One of them is not being able to control anything on the field of play.
Yeah, at this point, what you had spoken about, what you had discussed, the game plan that you had is out of your hands, implemented by the players.
Or not implemented. As well. Scrum options on both sides. Cheetahs have had a very solid scrum at the moment. The last scrum they drew a penalty from it. I think the scrum should just stop hitting those forwards.
They're looking for a penalty there.
And the Cheetahs get a second shot.
They'll keep it
Another shot. Oh, this is trouble.
Okay, use it.
And they come to the left. Ongo. Very good idea to kick it through Abukuse. That looked to have been knocked on into touch.
Yes, it was.
So we have a scrum down here, so green. There's not a choice.
It was knocked on into touch. So there's an option of either a line out or a scrum.
Is it options? Is it options? It was in. Okay. Scrum here.
Stop to the Lions.
Was perfect. Go straight out clear of them.
After that scrum by the Cheetahs, you think they'd be up for it here and look to see if they can put pressure.
Yes, KCB not out of the KCB Banklands not out of the woods as yet. They have to defend this scrum, going by what has happened just in the previous one. They really have to get this steady
You're all moving line together.
to afford them the opportunity to exit right on their 5-meter mark.
Nice shot of the scrum. Be able to see the technique. Not the best take by the Cheetahs.
Solid scrum there.
Well held by the front row and the scrum of the Lions. Munga exits, but still Cheetahs are putting the territorial pressure that's necessary for them to try and either retake the lead or at least close that gap.
What is emerging here in the scrums that we are watching is the team with the ball.
Okay, let's make it quick, guys.
The team that is defending the scrum tends not to shove.
Let's get to the line out.
And it speaks to the mental, the mental state of the players when they are defending and when they are attacking in the scrums, because the seesaw is quite a bit.
Indeed. Lions ringing the changes already. Felix Ojo has come in. The Cheetahs line up letting them down at a crucial time.
Back foot rush.
So this gives lovely kick, Abukuse. Oh, he only knows one way, that's to carry the ball up. Abu Tolib. Amunga read that well.
Okay.
Luckily for Amunga, that ball went out into touch. But he knows that. Because if that ball had been charged down,
And
the Lions would have been in trouble at the back. But still, I thought it was a Cheetahs ball. It's a Lions ball, and they see how they can get out of there. John Mwasi and Martin Onginjo, former St. Mary's first 15 rugby players there, keenly watching proceedings. And also here, I think, to support the KCB Lions.
The charge down was by a Cheetahs player, straight into touch, and that's why the ball has been turned over to Lions.
Okay. Time on.
The Cheetahs responding to the changes. The Lions by Tyson Court going off. Much better throw. The Lions, Ojo.
Release, right. On it out. Stay on.
Amunga puts it high and into the corner. Wamola needs to be careful. Abukuse.
Dangerous times here for the
Lovely
Lions.
pass to Kutonongo. Danger.
Dangerous times here.
Should have passed it. Wozongo.
He knocked it back into his own side, so it can't be a knock-on. Good defensive tackle
needed to have made the pass right there.
Yes, he should have
Because
earlier.
it drawn two players already.
Yes, quite late on that one. I think he didn't see Emmanuel Opondo coming in, and he thought he had more time.
But the grimace on his face, I think he also knows he should have let that ball go out slightly earlier. But still a good attacking position. Manuel Boy puts it long, but misses his jumper.
Eliakim Kichoi with a strong
Ojo.
carry there. Olukusi coming on. The first duties is to knock on the ball.
Yeah, still a bit cold.
Yeah.
But the ball came out. If the ball comes out, it's okay.
Lions have got it back.
I mean, sorry.
And then referees, match officials, I think, getting their signals. Bit wrong. Still more changes by the Lions. Oscar Sorano coming in. Ali Loosehead.
Nicholas Okulo having done his bit. Takes to the bench.
There's a lot of weight and power that the Lions have brought in. Cheetahs hold. Otsomu comes out with it. Kutonongo. That's the right kick. It is a scrum down to the Cheetahs. Levi Munga is not happy.
Yes, there was a knock on as he fell down. And Constant Cap was able to spot it. Yes, it was knocked back and then knocked by.
So it was knocked back over the try box by the Lions. It is a scrum to the Cheetahs. You do feel in the context of the game, Toili, that the Cheetahs need to come away with something here, whether it's 5 points or 3 points. But if they don't come out with a score, then perhaps the Lions would have won that mental victory.
Exactly. This is the third visit in this half by Cheetahs, and it's actually 5 meters away from the try line, and they have not gotten rewards for it. So a lot riding on this cram down.
Onsomo plays it, Abukuse going through, using his power. They come across quickly, referee playing advantage.
KCB Bank Lions need to be careful here.
Onsomo plays quickly, Obaye.
Numbers out.
Not sure how wise that was. Onsomo is usually so cool-headed and measured. Now they're back to their 22, but it's Quinton Ongo who cleans up well.
Big hit.
Ojo with a huge tackle. Now the pressure coming in from the Lions. Cheetahs have lost their way. Obaye looking to clean up, in danger of getting isolated. That was not a wise decision by the Cheetahs. From 5 meters outside the Lions try line, they're now way back, about 30 meters back.
KCB Bank Lions with ferocious defense, gaining 30 meters almost, driving Cheetahs right outside their 22.
Obaye. Good pass, Abukuse. Oh, he's gone with a swap and still Obaye, Abukuse.
That's
and
a try.
That is a try. What a try.
Finished by Felix Odhiambo.
Elkaim Kichoi. Look at him. Typical open side, always on the shoulder as a support player. Oh, and she enjoyed that as well. So did we up in the commentary box on that little dance to finish it. But it was Abukuse.
He's been dangerous the whole afternoon.
Samson Otsomu, beautifully timed pass. Cheetahs back in the lead.
Yes, and the Cheetahs back row there coming to life, supporting every attack. Felix Odhiambo being at the end of a fantastic play by Cheetahs to bring the scores to Cheetahs 11, Lions 10, with a conversion to come.
And you thought the Cheetahs had messed up by when they were driven all the way back 30 or 40 meters. Felix Odhiambo back in there.
No respect being shown here for Quinto Ongo as he takes an attempt for the 2 points.
It's not his best attempt at kicking, I'm sure.
No, he's missed 3 kicks this afternoon.
But the key man there was Tyson Maina, because when he came in and secured that, Felix Odhiambo always supporting. Yes, indeed. He knows his team needed it. So it's the Cheetahs back in the lead. It is the Cheetahs 11, Lions 10. 1 point in it. Could it be any closer to it?
No, it couldn't.
Abutolib.
Okay.
Well caught.
Bagar at the end of that ball.
Lovely pass, Amunga. Porto plays quickly again.
Back foot.
Griffin Musila.
That's okay, that's okay. Reload.
A loose ball at that rack. A few of handling errors. Even as we see a change in the Lions' back line.
Lions seem to be getting frustrated with the calls from the referee. But that's what happens when there's a lot of pressure. It's 1 point in it. Just over 20 minutes left in this final. It is anybody's game.
So Charles Tendwa exits, Elvis Namsasi comes in at 10. There's a realignment that sees Levi Amunga shifting to the outside center. Backline shuffled a bit there. Elvis Namsasi with a sure boot when it comes to territory and even points.
Actually, and it's Abukuse with that pace and power. Very good move by the Cheetahs. Simple, and with Songa and Somua making very good decisions.
Dennis Abukuse, a pain in the in the backside of the KCB Bank Lions. Always beating the first man.
Yes, indeed. Pondo still plays. One off runners trying to pound the Cheetahs into submission. Obai doesn't look in great shape after that contact. That is an excellent kick by Namusasi.
Namusasi with his trademark box kicks always gives enough territory to Lions. And I think the coach today has decided to bring him early enough after he missed out on the match squad for last weekend.
Indeed, Quinton Ongo with an error there, very costly error. Because he knocked on a ball. He wasn't really under any pressure.
No.
But that has now gifted the Lions with an excellent attacking opportunity. Although they're in the corner, but they're just 10 meters from the trial, and some pensive fans watching.
Thinking the Lions will go for a drive here. They have new front rows. Oscar Sorano, an established front rower here.
And with stopped the clock for an injury concern, Cheetahs definitely don't want to lose Obai. He's been their main person. Plenty of discussion on what tactics should happen moving forward.
Yes, indeed.
Time on.
So time is back on.
Let's use here because of the choke.
1 point in it. Under 20 minutes to go.
You sense with Cheetahs taking the lead, it's not the last time we'll see the lead exchanging hands here.
That is
Both
true.
teams have been very, positive in this second half.
Very true to
Side. Okay. You're on the shoulder. Let's remember the side. And I also want you on the side.
This happens a bit when you change front rows. The referee has to start afresh.
He has to re-establish the cadence. It's called the cadence, and then the pauses
Yes.
before engagement. It's a good take by the Lions.
Keeping it in, looking for the penalty. Penalty try
on the
even.
ball. Smashing them on the back doesn't help anything. Mohati, they were waiting for him.
By himself, Ojo, he needs support.
Still coming through.
It's okay. Stay there.
Lions need to be
For the
very
Cheetahs.
patient. They have numbers
pass.
outside.
Abitoliba to come out quickly. Still desperate defense from the Cheetahs. Coming wave after wave of attack. Still short. Surely someone must be over. How did they lose that ball? Referee going to the pocket already.
There's no way you can be on the ground and you pull someone's leg for no good reason. Okay? Go back 10 meters. You're not playing while on the ground.
Yeah, he survived the yellow card there, Griffin.
That's a yellow card.
Did he get one?
So
Griffin's guilty of playing a man while he's down on deck. As we watch to see what happened there. And there it is, you can see Griffin's pulling.
that is Griffin Musila.
He survived the yellow card. He's lucky, he's very lucky.
He's very lucky. I thought for a moment he was going to get a yellow card because I did see referee Constant Cap reaching into his pocket.
I think he survived purely because of the territory where they were. Cheetahs were within their try box. If it was at the other end of the pitch, he would have gotten his yellow card very quickly.
Great camera work there by the boys here to capture that infringement by Griffin Musila. So Baye is off as well. I think that knock to the head. So it's still 1 point.
It's getting intense. The straight lines here.
Nelson Tenge coming in.
They're better advised just going to the front. This ball to the back that they tried to get, well, it's worked for them. You see, I get to the commentators when we start talking things.
Indeed.
The players go and prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Musonye.
Tackle!
Tried and tested.
Onsomu now going for the caterpillar, trying to slow down the game and look for territory.
To exit from 9. Takes it high.
Leon.
Well taken by the Cheetahs. And it again. Oh, that is a fantastic kick.
After 50-22. First one for the game by the wily general Samson Onsomu.
Still probably one of the best scrum-ups we have in the country.
Agreed. There's a lot of consensus about that, especially going by this tournament. He's really been the outstanding scrum-up.
But it is 50-22. You feel if the Cheetahs score here, maybe you feel that if the Cheetahs score here, maybe a bridge too far.
Yes, indeed, because the game has been close. And if Cheetahs can go ahead by 7 points here, the Lions will have to dig in deeper, which they have not been able to do in this game.
Good defense by the Lions of that mall. Musonye. Excellent step on the outside. Are they shaping up for a drop kick? Nsomu calling round his forwards.
They are.
The stereos. Yeah, Abdulib is in the pocket. Musonye goes in again. I think he's shaping up for a drop kick. Oh, one too many racks.
Off your feet. Stealing the ball. Team, 1.
So he doesn't seem to agree with the referee.
Yeah, Francis Orembe penalized there for sealing, making the game.
That's a right call by the referee.
Yeah, making it difficult for them to contest in that rack.
Okay, it was already.
Lions are upping the ante here.
Quick throw. Wait. Straight lines here.
Line of Griffin Musila. If there's one part of his game, I think this time Griffin is going.
Yeah.
Referee forgave him the last one. Time off called by the referee.
Now that's the picture. The player is going down already.
Okay.
So.
Okay. High tackle.
Yes.
Were the arms going down?
Yes, the arms were going
Force
down.
was used?
Yeah, force was used.
Mitigating factor is the player was going down?
Yes.
So we can give a yellow card?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what player? 16. 16. 16.
Griffin Musila's luck has run out.
Indeed, it has, and
High tackle, use of force.
the issue is that when you chat back at the referee in previous set pieces, you run out of rack, and yeah, that was a.
And you see, the problem is he had made an error with the line out, so he was trying to make up for it.
Yes.
And it happens that way. You make a mistake as a player, and then you try too hard, you compensate for it, or overcompensate, and then make an error. It's a line out for the Cheetahs. They have a one-man advantage. Can they make it count? Really, the Lions have now made their work very difficult in this final.
Hawkeye to Constant Cup calling for a blockage there. Immediately the player landed on the ground.
Still 1 point in it. Tight get posts. Posts. Goodness. 55 meters on the angle.
Yes, indeed.
Well,
last weekend we had some huge kicks from Levy and from Osumba, who plays for the Rhinos, and both of them were in the range of 60 meters. So it's not beyond Levy Amunga to get this one today.
Well. If there was ever a time the Lions needed their 10 to come through the big plates now. 55 meters on the angle.
It's rising. Just falls short. Scores remain Cheetahs ahead 11 and Lions 10.
Very ambitious. And when I've looked at his kicking today, his timing has not been quite right. Willite Musisi. Now that Griffin Musila has gone out, but he was a hooker before he converted to tight head, is Willite, so at least they're not losing anything in that respect. They should just go to the front, nice and right to Olukusi.
So what you doing there?
That's the right call.
Offside position.
Oh no.
You're offside. 2 receivers. One is offside, yeah. You can only have one receiver.
And Constant Cup spotted that early enough and was actually talking to them. What are you doing here? You only allowed one receiver in the lineouts.
Front rows.
Lions just making it harder for themselves.
Excellent kick. What a kick by Buteli. He eked out every meter from that.
Yeah, exactly. What? Two straight lines here.
So, do the Lions play more mind games with the Cheetahs and not contest it?
Okay, sacking, that's okay.
Good sack by the Lions. The Cheetahs just have to be patient.
And the Lions have to ensure that they do not concede any more points at this point in the game.
This marauding open side, Bob Muhati wraps him up unceremoniously, drags him back 10 meters. Good defense by Muhati and the Lions. Well, Cheetahs don't need to rush anything.
No, they don't. They will play at their pace with 15 men against 14 and try sacking more defenders.
Musonye
create space out.
Smashed back. Still the Cheetahs come.
Ojo looking to see where he can poach one.
Playing one way than the other. Belda Dogeta, who's been quiet for most of the game, now coming in. 5 meters to go. All hands.
Their numbers out. Their numbers out to the right for the Cheetahs, if they can spot it. And they swing it out wide.
They've got numbers. Abu Hussein with the scissors. Made a bit of a mess of that. Onsomu. Slowing it down to reorganize. Excellent defense by the Lions. Cut him in half. Musoje, 5 meters. straight through.
Worrying times for the Lions here. Very
Yes, it
worrying
is.
times.
4 meters to go. And someone knows they just need to be patient. The Lions reorganize. Can the Cheetahs find a way through this organized Lions defense? Almost there. One more pass should do it. The Stereos. What a tackle by Manasio, bro. Yes, indeed, it's over.
Patience exhibited by Menengai.
Ibrahim Ayo with a try for the Cheetahs.
There's only so much defense that the Lions could put up just meters short of their try line. And the ball was being, Samson Onsom was taking his time, looking for the right options, had strong ball carriers there. At the end of it all, Ibrahim Ayo goes over the whitewash. Really, really mature, professional display here by Menengai Cream Cheetahs.
But the key there was on Somu's distribution, the difference he makes in speeding the game up, slowing it down, speeding it up, slowing it down. And that contrast, you know, is what makes a difference. Abukusa has taken over kicking duties from Quinton Ongo. Almost a football kick there. It's now an 8-point game. It is the Cheetahs 18, Lions 10.
Stretched out, defending with 14 players. It was just a matter of time. If the Cheetahs kept the ball well, secured it well, they were going to run out of numbers, the Lions, and it showed there. This has been the template that the Cheetahs have used throughout the tournament.
Minor. Cheetahs now need to exit. They don't need to do anything rash. Musonye. With a reverse pass. Abukuse. With a chip. Lions come with it. Very enterprising play. Sorano.
Davis Masinga got them out of trouble there, the Lions.
Amunga, with that acceleration that we've seen so many times in the Kenya 7th shirt. Lions need to play, they need to play quickly. I'll just take a quick one and run.
Yeah, and he does. And he's the first one.
Excellent defense, up like a jack in the box, up again. Almost like he's an energizer battery. Olukusi only knows one way, and that's straightforward. The Lions desperate now, they know they need to score. Musonye with a ball and all tackle, he needed to make that tackle that way, to make sure the offload didn't happen. Musisi. Lovely step by Kukelbat. Quinton Ongo thought probably he had got there first, referee said no. Wamalwa. Losing their shape in attack now, the Lions, they need to regroup.
Yes,
Sorano,
they have to be patient.
Pedestrian with that. Amunga. The Lions need to score, and they need to score now. Amusisi with a step. Still the Lions come. Cheetahs just hanging on.
Inching ever closer.
Sorano takes 1, 2 to bring him down. Excellent continuity. Lovely spot tackle. Baodiambo.
The bat.
Could that be over?
Goes over. I think he goes over. Obat Kuke, the captain here, co-captain, thought he had grounded the ball, but Constant Cup calls it.
That must have been so close. Did he
Very
score?
close.
Let's see.
Strong carry.
Over.
Not so clear from that angle, but Constant Khan was right there. And calls it held up even as the skies open. You start seeing drizzles.
Oh dear. The Lions so close. It's a matter of inches in finals like this.
It was, and it in fact always is.
Millimeters, you could say. Amunga.
They get a second bite here.
Amunga with a despite tackle. It's Amunga with a step. Still the Lions come through.
Right back at the 5-yard.
First man in. Mboya. And that is why he's in the squad. Huge kick. Referee says play on. Excellent thinking. Namzasi tries to milk a penalty. Wamalwa, what can this young man do now for the Lions?
He has a step on him.
Excellent tackle by Tolib. Small man on a big man.
And the goal.
Wilhite. Ojo. Smashing three. Cheetahs defenders hanging on desperately. Sorano. Staying strong. Acceleration is a bad. Loses the ball in contact. What a kick by the Cheetahs.
We need to take a breath here. First
Huge
stop in
tackle.
play. First stop in play in a number of minutes.
And up to Tolib and Maina, between the two of them, held up Kuke Obat.
Red has kicked it here. So it's advantage over. Yes. Green line out. Thank you.
And that is how the assistant referee and the center referee need to work together.
Yes, indeed.
Griffin Musila is back from the naughty chair. Spent his 10 minutes. Ojo.
KCB Bank Lions
Mohati.
running out of time here.
He's been well contained by the Cheetahs defense in this match. Namusasi. Standing start. Good step. Trying to find a way through. Turnover successful by the Cheetahs. As the rain starts coming down. Less than 2 minutes to go in this game. 8 points in it. Cheetahs are in control of this game. Can the Lions find a way back? Given a lifeline. They've got to go.
I'm showing you the mark.
KCB Bank Lions have to score twice here. A try and at least a penalty.
It's possible. Oliver Mangeni in your picture there. Just wondering where it went wrong for his team, but it's not over yet. A score, a converted try. Griffin Musila realizes the urgency of it.
Red give.
Timothy Ejakait and Samuel Masharia coming in for the Cheetahs.
We are live on NTV here in the first final, and that is the game. It's all over. The referee, Constant Khan, has blown the final whistle. The Menengai Boilers 18, Lions 10. Ibrahim Ayo, Obaye, divine intervention, but they needed more than divine intervention in this match for sure.
Yes, the Menengai Green Cheetahs emerging winners of the 13th edition of the Rugby Super Series.
Disappointed.
Yes. However, we have to give it for the Cheetahs, notching their third title, their third Super Series title. Previously, they had won it against the same opponents, Lions, in a very closely contested finals back in the year 2006. They repeat the same feat today. Again, very closely contested, making it actually the tightest that they could have come close to.
It's the dejection from a lot of the Lions players. Losing in a final is always difficult. Although I think I felt they didn't do themselves justice in the first 40 minutes when there were moments when they had the game. But finals are like that. Griffin Musila, the yellow card perhaps, was one of those that affected them. This was the first try of the match when quick thinking by Opondo managed to give it to Dwarova. And at that point, it looked like the Lions were coming through.
Lions quite unlucky. They are the team that has lost the most finals. This is their 6th loss in a finals. KCB Bank Lions at the receiving end of a very entertaining, very enthralling finals.
Guys, can't wait. Well, that's of the 2024 RSS Super Rugby Series. And we do have the captain of Cheetahs. Captain, what a performance from your team. How do you feel currently?
I can't really explain the feeling, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's been a tough 5 weeks since we started training for this. Last week we did lost against the Rhinos, and that was a wake-up call coming into the finals. We really appreciate the Rhinos for making us lose the game, because it was a wake-up call and the coaches were so tough on us during this week. And that's why the result came as it was.
What exactly did you train on in order to put in such a wonderful performance?
Okay, our key areas for the last week were on defense, communication, and now we claim on the defense line. Yeah, because last week we were a bit sluggish on our defense line. That's what the Rhinos capitalized on us. So that's what we did work on, and it has really helped us throughout this game.
What a wonderful defensive masterclass from your team. You must be quite happy that the team did put in the shift.
Yeah, sure. We are glad. We are the first one to win it after a break, a 10 years break. And Cheetahs won the last, was in 2008. So it's 18 years since then, and we are the first. So history, we are in the history books, and that's our goal.
Actually, it was 2006, and it was against the same team. So how are you going to celebrate this time round?
We want to appreciate the fans first, so we are going to celebrate with our fans for the support. To our sponsors, we really appreciate for making it a dream come true.
All right, Captain, all the best. That is the captain. Cheetahs are the champions for the 3rd time. Last time out, when they won the championship, they beat Lions. And then today, it's that same team. And I'm with the losing captain. Captain, what a wonderful performance from your team. Unfortunately, just a little bit short on getting the victory.
Tough luck today. I think we prepared well. We gave our all to the last minute, though the scoreboard didn't turn out to be on our side, because of the slow start to the first half especially.
In the second half, we saw some wonderful defensive display from the Cheetahs. What exactly could you have done better in order to breach that defense?
I think we had our chances to breach it. We had and held up in the try box, but it seems the Cheetahs came to play. Having lost to them in the round, in the pool game, we had come geared up to correct on our mistakes, but I think they had also done their homework, and the victory is on their side today.
This is the first time we are having the RSS coming back. How does it feel to be part of this comeback?
It's a great feeling, great opportunity given by the union. I think it was also a good opportunity for the top players to express themselves, and also to give the fans something to enjoy as we round up on the 15th season.
All right, thank you very much, Captain. All the best in the next year's competition. Well, going back, just throwing it back to you, back into commentary with Paul Odera and Elijah.
And as we and this is presentations there. Sasha Mutai, Faith is here, and you can see some really happy campers there.
Cheetahs really celebrating their well-deserved victory.
And indeed, it's a well-deserved victory. And that is the champions with their captain, well-deserved.
Amos Nyamanya receiving this.
And it is Obaye. Amos Nyamanga Obaye. Excited and happy fellow. And a quick photo. And as the rain's coming down.
Bukusa leading the celebrations there, almost grabbing the trophy from his captain. He has done it.
And everyone, thank you everyone for joining us wherever you are across the world. I know it has been a fantastic month of rugby and a fantastic day of rugby. Congratulations, 2024 Rugby Super Series champion Menengai Cheetahs.